Pancaking! He goes. Geiger driving and finishing with the one-handed jam.
Welcome into another edition of the EWC Basketball Podcast. Today we have a special guest. Last year was a first-team unanimous all-conference selection, and this year he is a contender for Player of the Year. Let's welcome in Jamison Nickolai. How's it going today, JJ?
Hey, it's going well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So we'll just jump in right away. I asked my last interviewee this, Carter Velker, what made you fall in love with the game of basketball, and like what age did you begin playing?
I began playing at a really young age. Like as soon as I could remember or start walking, I have like pictures of me playing basketball super young and kind of falling in love with the game. I started to in like elementary, middle school because of my teammates and how much success we had as a team and also individually for myself.
When you were in middle school, I'm guessing you saw a lot of Sheboygan Falls games. Who did you look up to on like those teams when you were a young kid, and who stood out to you watching those Sheboygan Falls teams?
This was a while back, but Matt Wilkie was definitely one of them. He was one of the more athletic guards that Sheboygan Falls has seen, as well as Ross Chris is another good one that I looked up to.
Definitely. So you came into high school, and I saw you only played 2 games your freshman year, and you were a key contributor your just sophomore year. Who are the leaders and mentors to you early on in high school, and who helped you out on your path to success in your high school career?
Yeah, my freshman year, our JV coach, Coach Henney, was a big part of my success. He really led me in the right direction my freshman year and helping me contribute on varsity the next few years. And then also Justin Tempest and Tyler Peel were some great leaders to have my sophomore year when I was on varsity as underclassmen.
Yeah, definitely great answer. So last season, you guys were conference champs, and you're a very senior dominated team. What made last season special, and what did those seniors mean to you playing on that conference champion team as a junior?
Yeah, they were a great group of guys. They were super unselfish. They didn't care who was scoring all the points or getting all the attention. They just wanted to win, and that's basically what helped us get all those wins that year and become as successful as we were.
Right on. So let's face it. You come into this year, you're quarantined right away. You've been quarantined 2 more times after that. So obviously that was a big challenge. Talk about that a little bit. And what were some other challenges? What's some other challenges been this season?
Yeah, for sure. Just like trying to be as careful as possible, like in the classroom, and trying to like spread ourselves out so we didn't have like a chance of getting contact trace. Like a few of the guys on the team decided to just go totally virtual for school, so there weren't any chances of them.
Especially after last year when you guys were in the sectional final and you had it ended, and you definitely, in particular, because you could have been 1,000-point scorer if you've played all the games this year. You definitely would have been. But we won't focus on the negatives of this year. What's been your couple favorite moments of the season so far? Favorite games, and talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, my favorite game probably this year so far has been beating our big rival Plymouth at home. The night before, I sprained my ankle at Brilliant, and the trainer at Falls actually was telling me that I shouldn't play at all and just kind of save it for the playoffs. But I really wanted to play Plymouth, and it ended up going pretty well, and we got the win against them. And it was really exciting for our team and the whole school, really.
Yeah, I watched that game. You guys, got off to a slow start being down, I think about what, 15, 18 points, and you guys
Yeah.
battled back the whole way and you came out on top in that game. So talk about this season. I've noticed you've been an all right rebounder your whole career in high school, but you're fourth in the conference this year, averaging 9.1 rebounds per game in conference games. Like what does motivate you to rebound the basketball more? And just how has that factor improved your game overall?
Yeah, it's just another part that uh, I like to work on, like getting inside position and being able to crash the offensive boards and get possible putbacks in. And that's really important part in basketball, just to get the rebounds and on defense and get it to our guards and get out and go in transition, which is what we like to do.
Yeah, exactly. So Malachi Munoz, I'm pretty sure you've played with him pretty much your whole life, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
So just talk about a little bit your relationship with him and what's it been like playing with him throughout your high school career, and what's it been like playing with him this year?
Yeah. He's been one of my best friends actually since middle school, and he's one of the hardest workers I've seen. I don't know if there's a day that he's not in the weight room getting stronger, and he's always shooting, getting better at working on his shot, and that's really been a big part of his game. And along with the weight room, he's really gotten bigger this year, which has helped him so much inside in the post and just out muscling his defenders and getting easy buckets down low.
Yeah, exactly. Relentless finisher, always fighting for a position. That's one thing that stood out to me in a couple games I've seen him play. Winona is getting a gem in him next year for football. So next I'm going to switch gears. Who are some of your favorite players you've played against over in your varsity career? And then who are like the best players you've played against?
A couple of my favorite are Bryce Pouts from Roncalli last year. He has to be the best defender I've ever gone against. There was never an easy basket I scored against him. And then also Hunter Krepling from Brilliant. He's also a great defender and just a fun person to play against.
Yeah, two great defenders last year, and this year Hunter Kripling as well. So, is there a favorite team you like to play? Like you mentioned Plymouth before, but maybe you mentioned Plymouth, but like in the conference, is there a game on the schedule where you see, oh, I can't wait to go, I can't wait for them to play them, I can't wait to go play against them, or is there a favorite team in the conference you like to play?
Yeah, that's a Roncalli, because no matter what, it's not going to be an easy game. They're going to, if you don't show up, they're going to give it to you, and it won't be easy. And also, the atmosphere against them is always really intense, and there's tons of energy in that gym.
Yeah, you jumped right into my next question. The Jet Hangar is definitely, I would say, the toughest place to play, playing at all the conference gyms. The energy and the overall feel in there is just unlike any other gym in the conference. Is that your favorite place to play, or is there another school in the conference where you're like, oh, I like going to that gym, I've had some big games there, and you just get excited when you get on the bus to go play them?
Yeah, they're one of my favorite places to play, but I'd have to say, not as far as the atmosphere, but at Chilton, there's something about that place where I just feel like every shot falls for me. So I'd have to go with that place.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, 31 points at the beginning of the year when that was your second game, big game for you there. And then who can forget just the domination of you guys beating Oostburg last year in the sectional semifinal? That was being up 30 points at halftime. I believe you hit the shot at the horn at the buzzer at halftime. That was
Yep.
that game was insane. So, I asked you when I was doing the player previews, you said your favorite pregame song was We Ready by Archie Eversole. Is there more music? Like is it like just him, or is there other music you listen to before the game? Or like I'll just open it up to what's your pregame rituals? Is there any superstitions you have? What do you like doing before pregame?
Yeah, kind of with that song. We Ready is like kind of a tradition here that we have in falls right before the coaches talk. We play that song and get like real pumped up to that. But pregame rituals, I kind of have like thing where I just do I have a routine and I have to put on like each one of my shoes the same exact way and all my jersey and uniform right in order. And but as far as music goes, it's really any rap like Lil Baby or Lil Uzi, stuff like that.
Definitely straight hits there. So you guys have Two Rivers. Your first playoff game. You got the 4 seed. You're playing the 5 seed Two Rivers. Talk about that game a little bit. You got down early to them at home. I believe that was the only time you played them in the regular season, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got down to them at home early, but you battled back and you had a big game against them as well. What's some keys for that game, and who's catching your eye in that Raider lineup that you might have to be worried about?
Cam Daffner is definitely a guy that we all need to have our eyes on because he's one of the best shooters in this conference and he can light it up from anywhere beyond the 3-point arc. So he's definitely someone we need to key on. And for offensively, they played a box and one last time, which was we didn't really figure out until later in the game. So we've been working on that a little bit to beat that, and it should be another good game, I think.
Definitely. So yeah, then you got Denmark in the event you beat TR. You got Denmark after that. You believe you guys lost your sophomore year at Denmark, and I don't think Donovan Short was a big contributor that year, but he was still on the team. So yeah, you guys got bumped up a division to Division 2, but you still don't have the worst break. I mean, two games that you can definitely win. So we'll stop talking about high school now. Do you have any plans next year playing anywhere? If you want to talk about it, any plans after college, or are you looking to play anywhere?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to continue playing basketball after high school. I'm not really sure where yet. I'll probably make a decision probably after the season ends. But yeah.
Sounds good. I mean, Jamison Nickolai this year, 20.1 points per game, 36 points beyond the arc, 8.6 rebounds per game, and he leads the conference with in-conference games with 23 points and 9 rebounds a game. He's in contention for Player of the Year and definitely will be a first-team All-Conference back-to-back years. It's been a pleasure interviewing you, JJ.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun.